Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. The date today is Thursday, December the 22nd, 2016. I can't believe we're 3 days away from Christmas. Have you guys started your Christmas shopping yet? Because I haven't even, I was gonna, and then I got no, I'm just kidding. But if you guys haven't started your Christmas shopping yet, you guys need to get out there and do it. You only got 3 days left. And no, it's not cold in here, by the way. I'm just dressed in my gear, ready to go, because I got to leave right after this video is done, and I don't have a lot of time today. And it's winter time now here in Toronto, Canada, so it's pretty chilly out there, folks. My thought process was maybe I'll kill two birds with one stone, save like 30 seconds of putting on my hat and my jacket. Anyway, as the title suggests, today we're going to talk about Rogue One. And I had every intention on doing what I did with The Force Awakens last year, but with Rogue One this year, which was I was going to make a bunch of videos, a bunch of reaction videos to the teasers and the trailers and all that kind of stuff leading up to the release of Rogue One, and then do some videos after the release of Rogue One offering my thoughts and things like that. I just didn't have the time this year, guys. For those of you who don't know, I'm a full-time professional voiceover actor. It's my day-to-day job, and I'm also a filmmaker. And this year was just insane. I just did not have the time. So I apologize that I think I uploaded a video in April offering my thoughts on the teaser trailer to Rogue One, like the very first teaser that was released, and that was it. It's like I didn't do another one, so I'm sorry for that. If you want to check out the videos that I did on The Force Awakens, they are up on my channel. Some are a bit controversial, guys. Not everybody agreed with me, but you can check them out. They are up on there right now. Just look for The Force Awakens thumbnail. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? But anyway, yeah. So what I decided to do today, there we go. I think I said that right, was offer my thoughts on Rogue One, but I type them out. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, oh my God, you type... No, it's not that long. It's like 5 or 6 small paragraphs. But I decided to type them out because I wanted to keep myself on track, concise, on message, compact. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a lot of time today. And I tend to ramble on. I can go on and on and on. And sometimes it's interesting, and sometimes I'm like, Dave, what are you just shut up and get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what I'm doing right now. So I am going to, and there's no spoilers, by the way, whatsoever. So if you haven't seen the movie, there's nothing I'm going to say that's going to spoil anything whatsoever, okay? I'm pretty ambiguous. So, but I decided to do it this way, read it to you guys. It's more for me than it is for you, because like I said, I got to keep myself on track. But you're going to benefit from it too, because you'll be like, oh, great, he's not going off on some fucking tangent or whatever. So let's get right to it, folks. My thoughts on Rogue One. I'm going to offer you my thoughts from a filmmaker perspective and from a fan perspective as well, okay? Because I'm both. So here we go. I liked Rogue One. I did. I liked it. But I didn't love it. I enjoyed it for what it was, but the lack of character development and or any sort of chemistry between those characters pushed my viewing experience to an objective point of view rather than a subjective point of view. This has nothing to do with tone or how serious and more mature it felt, or it's supposed to be that way, it's more mature. No, I get that. That has nothing to do with it, okay? I'm not talking about I wanted it more funny or comedy or lighthearted humor. That's not what I'm talking about. I wanted to feel as though I was right there beside them, battling hard against the Empire and on that journey together. You can create this illusion for your viewing audience by creating interesting characters that we can relate to, characters that have great chemistry, relatable attitudes and experiences, etc. By doing this, you create the illusion of for your audience that they are living vicariously through those characters. I wanted to be rooting for them to succeed, but instead I felt like I was a spectator watching from a distance. This isn't necessarily incorrect or wrong, it's just simply a stylistic choice from the directing and writing point of view, one which I would not have made. Yes, I do understand that the story is more plot-driven than it is character-driven. I do understand that this is a standalone film and not the beginning of another trilogy. I get that, guys. I really do. That being said, however, one of the biggest strengths of Star Wars is not only its symbolism, deep-rooted mythology, and wonderful special effects, but also its character development. Star Wars fans rewatch the movies not because we don't know what's going to happen next, but because we want to experience the characters over and over again. Rogue One, for me, lacks this very important ingredient, and therefore lacks any serious rewatch value for me long-term. I'm not entirely sure when I will watch Rogue One again, but I certainly know I'm not dashing out to the theater with excitement to see it for a second time. Sorry, guys. The Force Awakens, for me, is a far better movie overall. The pacing was better, the character development was better, and I found myself enjoying the journey more, the experience more, and having a lot more fun watching the film. There are those that have issues with The Force Awakens, and I get it, it certainly is by no means a perfect film. Most of which, though, are nothing more than the parallels to the original Star Wars movie. Most arguments don't hold much weight, however, because they're, by and large, coming from those who do not understand the hero's journey, cinematic language, the filmmaking process, and missed completely all of the new, exciting, and wonderful things, symbolism and story included, that The Force Awakens created. One has to remember that The Force Awakens is the first 2 hours of a 6-hour movie. It's the first act out of a 3-act play. Those who despise the film now will more than likely come to really appreciate it and enjoy it once all the acts are complete. Rogue One director Gareth Edwards, who also directed Godzilla, which also had some serious lack of character development, is 0 for 2 for me in that department. I am curious to see if his next film will suffer the same fate, guys. Verdict. My verdict on Rogue One. Rogue One is a good movie. It's a good movie. But it's by no means a great movie. I will definitely see it again sometime, down the road, maybe on TV or Netflix, and yes, I'll more than likely pick it up on Blu-ray because, hey, guys, I mean, it's a Star Wars movie after all, right? But it's not the first Star Wars movie that I'd show someone who's never seen a Star Wars movie before. It's not a film that gets me excited or eager to see over and over and over again. The visuals are great, yes, but what would you expect? Would you expect anything less from a Star Wars movie today? The visuals in The Force Awakens were great too. Overall, I enjoyed the film, but its lack of character development and chemistry between those characters had me feeling a little bored through most of the second act. I'm going to be honest with you. The ending was great. The tie-in with A New Hope was well done. And yes, of course, to see Darth Vader doing what he did was enjoyable. But as the saying goes, it's not just the destination, it's the journey. Comment below and let me know what you thought of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Take care, guys. I gotta brave the cold now.